Welcome back to the Patreon game Ludosalia. This is session number, why does it say two? It's session three, entitled Court of Seasons, and I will fix that while I'm dealing with the introductive narrative. The group, the secondary group that went afield, traveled towards Mundi. They entered into the space, saw that there was some sort of battle that had occurred there, and have moved into the they moved into one of the four rooms to clear out the prison of one of its prisoners. They fought with a creature known as Sven, and after defeating it, have been allowed exit, or rather forcibly, have been kind of shunted from the space back into the main room through the hallway. Upon entering into the hallway, it's very much similar to what you recall being present when you were there, except that now there is indeed a person sitting on the throne of the dais. And he doesn't seem to acknowledge you or anything, he's just sitting there. But yeah, as you will.
But we didn't heal up when we got kicked out, did we?
I'm sorry, two people were talking. What was that?
We didn't heal up when we got kicked out, did we?
Nope.
No. Okay. I was making sure that nothing like reset on it.
I was going to, and then John said, "Hold up, start the session with something."
Okay. You're back in the main chamber. It doesn't look like he's acknowledging you or concerning himself with you, so again, you can do what you like.
Andres will take the lead and start to make his way towards this individual that's chilling there. Stand about right here. Kind of looking through.
Mm-hmm.
Are you real?
He looks up at you for a second, acknowledging you with just kind of a look. And he kind of has like an annoyed look on his face. And after this very short kind of look, he gives you a light nod. The person in question appears to be wearing kind of a black robe with long sleeves and a hood. Appears that there's kind of a sash around his waist underneath the robe. He has long brown hair, a villainous looking mustache and beard. And he appears to have kind of like bronze or brass gauntlets on his arms.
Okay. Very villainous indeed. What are you doing here, my friend?
Do you normally enter into someone's abode and question them what they're doing in their own home?
Well, not all the time, but we were sent here to clean house,
Great.
if you will.
And as he says, great, he just kind of shrugs and kind of stares off into space, not really paying attention to you. Rain would notice that the strange aura that was kind of sitting in the chair is no longer present. And Rain would also notice that this individual seems to be about the same shape as that aura was.
Okay. I'll first off, bad rolls, Chad. That's sad. But
Damn.
I'll speak up to him like, did you just arrive? Because we were here a moment ago before we fought Sin, and you weren't here.
I was here.
There was a silhouette that looked like you here because I sat down in that chair. There was nobody here.
I was here. Who do you think told you where to go?
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm very, very busy. If you're going to continue about what you're doing, feel free. I'm not going to bar you from doing so.
Okay, then.
That is appreciated. Well,
So
okay.
where do you guys want to go next?
We have 3 more rooms, yes?
Yes, there's Ashmedea. Yeah.
Oh.
Character wrote the name Stones.
Apologies. He says, kind of as you say the word Ashadia, there's nothing in there. I would suggest going into that space.
Okay, so that's 2 down.
Did you empty that room, my friend?
No, it's been emptied for quite some time.
Ah, okay.
It was
Um,
once refilled, but the individual that was there was not guilty.
I see. I see. And the other 2 rooms, and I point to them individually, are those guilty?
Almost like didn't even hear the question. The individual in question just continues kind of staring
okay.
off into space.
Oh, okay.
We have the
This-
Raven
this
and
quiet
the
moment.
Great.
beholder type creature.
It's like he's just staring at him.
Just-
After the question,
okay.
just lingers there, the silence.
Okay.
Okay.
We will do this the way we did it the first time. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If you are not it, let
That's
them go.
that's not how it goes.
What? Oh,
That's it doesn't matter. It never mind.
no. I mean, if you want to choose, I will not. Say no.
Which
Nobody's
one?
touching my toes.
Okay, no, not you. We will not touch the toes.
Well, you guys are sorting that out. I'll patch us up a little bit.
Okay. Let us see. Let's go to this one.
Didn't he just say that one was empty?
No, he said that one was empty, right? This
I
one.
thought Ash.
No, it's
No, that one's
that's
empty.
the
That's
empty
the
one.
one
Oh,
after the
this
issue.
one. Okay, this one's the empty. Okay.
Are
okay.
you paying attention to what's going on around here, or
I
don't-
am.
Okay,
I am. Yes, I know. these.
okay.
Okay.
Should we? I took kind of a beating. Can we take a little breather?
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
Tom is healing people.
Someone claim it.
Tom, you gotta assign those healings, honey, because
I don't know who's
In
hurt,
this
so I
group-
don't know how to do that. If people
I'm
can tell me
good,
how hurt they
so-
are,
I just said I'm
perhaps.
hurt.
I'm hurt as well.
Should we, take a short rest here, or?
Before Valera started drinking potions, Valera was looking pretty beat up. After drinking potions, Valera still looked pretty beat up, just not as bad. After
Alright,
the 13
I'm
HP,
just-
Valera is looking much better, but it's
All right,
still
I'm just gonna go down the list because I've got plenty. I've got 10 spins here.
I can also heal a little bit.
I
I'm
mean,
good.
it would
14 more to
be
Valera.
wise to
thank you.
to rest and not expend spell slots unnecessarily.
Yes,
Sounds like
this
something
is
a
true.
warlock would say.
God damn
Or a
it!
monk.
Look,
If we want, I have 10 potions of healing.
I'm
Or
an
9
Eldritch
potions of
Knight
healing.
fighter.
I think we should
Okay.
save the potions just in case we need them. But I think a short rest here, eat some rations, talk to the stranger on the throne.
He doesn't seem like he wants to talk though.
Okay,
He said he's very
we can
busy.
we can look at him endearingly then, and then
Anybody
we can.
absolutely against
creepy.
taking a short rest?
mean,
Not
This is
Abs-
this is a single spell slot, so it's not like this is costing me a lot here.
Okay.
He's perfect.
yeah. Valera is still pretty good on resources.
12 to socks,
What?
12 HP to socks. You said you were pretty beat up. Alright.
No,
Oh.
I'm good. I am
No,
at
it's
full health.
Rain and
All right,
Gijo's character.
12 to Gijo.
If we could take a short rest, I can, give us all a blessing of Artavius.
My upstairs neighbor is tap dancing.
Nice.
It's good to have a hobby.
Sure.
I know we have wood floors, but they're gonna have to pay for that.
So we're doing the short rest, right?
Spell did you cast?
Or a vitality. You get a bonus action every round, and it lasts for 1 minute. So that's 10 casts or 10 rolls.
Does sound like there's a bit of temporal discrepancy on how that works, but I won't belabor the point. Who gets it? Who
You're
gets
the
it? Who
boss.
gets it? A minute later. Who gets it? Oh. It's fine. I don't mind. It's whatever.
All right. So people have some healing. You want to take a short rest? That's fine. Whatever makes
Let's
sense.
take a short rest. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. All my spell slots.
Well, I get my key back. One key that I
Everyone
expensed.
gets 10 temp hit points.
I love 10 hit points.
True.
Nice.
Oh man, I passed it on.
20.
Damn. Those hit dice rolls.
Jeez.
I rolled a lot of ones, but I rolled an 8 at the end there, so I'm pretty content.
Yeah.
19.
Yeah, I think rolling a 1 on a D10 is a hell of a lot worse than rolling a 1 on a D4.
True.
Yeah.
True.
But several ones on a D4 is not good.
As you are sitting
On
about
several D4s.
during your rest, you would notice that the individual, kind of close to the end of your rest, starts kind of scratching his chin and kind of looking past everybody towards the door. Doesn't really seem to be, again, interested in your waiting or interested in you at all, but seems to be waiting for somebody now.
Yeah, Valir is kind of hanging out, maybe like propped up against, like standing with her back against one of these statues. And she kind of notices. You said he's watching the door.
Yeah.
What, like the far southern end?
Where you came in, yeah.
Right. She's kind of munching on some elvish bread, and looks towards the door as well, and then back to this guy, and then back to the door. And is kind of just trying to figure out what he's waiting for, or who he's expecting.
Okay.
After a few minutes, if nothing happens, she'll approach this individual.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's taking notice of you or concerning himself with your presence.
You expecting company? No? Oh,
You see him kind of just like sigh without looking at you, just like annoyed at you talking to him.
yeah, that's yeah, I get that way sometimes too.
As you can see, the state of this place is not exactly great because of interlopers like yourself.
Well,
I
it was like this when we found it.
didn't blame you. You heard the words that came out of my mouth. I don't think that common has changed so discrepantly since I've last traveled the material plane that the words don't mean what they mean, right? Interlopers like you have come into this space unwelcome, unwanted. Your intent is your own, and you wish to manipulate the fates so that you can do something to better align with your aims, or your master's aims. I understand, but like I said, people like you, have left this place in a state that is not presentable, and unfortunately, I have an expected guest.
Oh, are they running late?
I don't really concern myself with temporal things such as tardiness, especially when waiting on an archfey.
Oh, well, anyone I would know?
I'm done talking to you.
Well, that's just rude. I'm trying to help you. Could be someone I know. Maybe they're busy elsewhere. I could send them a message on your behalf.
You see him kind of just break into laughter a bit. I'm sorry. No, I apologize. Thank you for your kind words. Now, if you'll continue violating my space and killing our prisoners, that'd be fine.
Oh, okay. So with your permission, I guess, which one would you like us to dispatch of next?
With my permission. Retroactively acquired after your destruction of an ancient power and primal natured earth being.
Well, from where we're
No,
standing,
stop,
you only
please.
just arrived.
Please. Please, continue. Go about your business. I don't mind.
Very well.
Okay.
You see him kind of like holding his chest a bit as if like the laughter was a little too much for him.
He's got a stitch in his side.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
So this guy, he's like the warden, or does
My
anybody
guess.
actually know anything about this place?
I just know of the creatures because he told me about them
We-
whenever I sat in the chair.
All we know is this is a prison. We have come to clean the prison, and then we leave. That is
Wait,
it.
so is he a prisoner?
No,
No.
he's not in one of the cages. There's 4
Yeah.
rooms that are prisons. This one
he
isn't a
has
prison.
he can
Oh.
walk around and do as he pleases. So I am inclined to believe this is his helm.
Valera reaches the bottom of the stairs and sees the spear kind of lying here, and she kind of kicks it up off the ground with her foot and catches it. Just sort of looks it over for a moment. Is there anything special about it? Does it look like it was like made by an ancient culture, or
No,
perhaps it's ornamental, or does it just look like a basic ass spear?
no. As we discussed, the weapons that are kind of all about banded about the room appear to be of a Osirian make, but like Civil War era stuff.
Yeah,
They're all
she
magic.
looks it over.
They're all
Oh.
magical too, but they're nothing.
Interesting.
They're nothing that's worth taking. Like
Right.
+1 enchantments, vicious weapons.
She looks it over for a moment and then just like throws it aside to where it like loudly kind of bangs and clatters across the floor.
Yeah, I mean, that happens.
And then she rejoins the rest of the group.
Okay.
Okay. Everyone is healed. We have eaten, we have spoken, and we have drunk. Let us go into one of these rooms.
So my guess, because of seeing the insides of the rooms, we either have to fight a creature that can fly, and I feel like that's going to be a main part of it because it's a bird.
Ah,
I don't know how many of us have fight speeds, other than my burn.
that is a good question.
Why? Well,
Or a Hydra like, or not Hydra, a holder like creature, which will probably hinder our magic abilities, just based
I
off the
can't-
first glances.
normally fly, but I've got a trick or two up my sleeve.
I have some things that might be able to help us.
Sure, some of you can jump pretty high.
Yeah. Okay. Shall we do this the old-fashioned way?
Let's flip a coin.
Oh, okay.
As you're considering the method that you're going to be utilizing for the process of choosing, you start to hear the sound of hooves kind of in the chamber. It seems distant at first, but like as you're kind of coming to the decision of utilizing a coin flip, it becomes quite a bit louder, like it's right outside.
Oh,
That's probably his guess. We don't want to be here and ruin his, thing. So let's pick real fast. All right. Heads is going to be the beholder. Tails is the bird. Flip.
So I'm sorry, did you say this individual enters?
Not yet.
Okay. Yeah. Valera is kind of intrigued by the idea that it's
Come on,
an
Valera.
archfade.
You got to stop being nosy. That's his guess. He's obviously more powerful than us. We need to just do our job and go.
Oh, I think Valera has enough senses that they can pay attention to things, like lots of things. So, is Valera aware of any archfey that have hooves?
So roll an Arcana.
The hooves could be a horse that they're riding on.
Is it Sleipnir?
I mean, Valera did spend a significant amount of time living in. I got a 19.
Yeah, so
Nice.
Corcheus is an archfey that is closely associated with the Renin, the red horses of the summer elves, and also closely associated with unicorns and other such masterfully kind of beautiful horse type creatures.
Valera is a summer Eladrin.
Bork, bork, bork.
So high on the D100 will be heads, I guess, and low will be tails. Top and bottom, you know.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we're going for the beholder. It's heads.
All right.
Right.
Hmm.
That's the other room.
I knew that. I knew that.
I just
You know
wanted
what?
to see if we knew that.
You know what?
Valera's
Picking Andres as our leader is the best decision we've ever made.
I agree.
Valera's
great.
kind of bringing up the rear to see if maybe they can catch a glimpse of this archfey.
Are you all trying to rush through the door as quickly as possible?
Yeah.
We're
I mean,
walking. It is
Just
not a
walking
rush.
in.
Yeah.
I mean, is there anyone who is not going to be doing that and maybe trying to... It sounds like Valera is of the camp all of her own, but like, is anyone else in that same kind of curiosity, killing kittens kind of camp? Not saying that it's going
My
to kill you,
token's
it's just
gone. Oh, there it is.
a turn of phrase.
We'll wait just before they come in. Yeah. We-
So
as
hard
Yeah,
we're
I'm a
doesn't
kitten,
have
and
much
I don't want to
die.
get killed.
Yeah,
I would
Zohar
also
has
like to
very
just-
little curiosity.
I would like to do my job and go home. I got parents waiting on me. So
Zohar
Oh
knows.
yes. My wife.
Oh, well,
Bonk.
aren't you special?
And
A
only
D&D
bonk.
character with parents.
two now.
There are
Aw.
lots
two
of
now.
them.
So that's 3 so far, I heard, that are going in straight away, right?
Yeah, we're going in.
Yeah.
That's not more than half. I need one more person to kind of just push the envelope there. So I think Tom...
I'll go straight in. Sure.
Okay. So cool. All right. Too bad.
We'll
Okay.
find out later.
So
You know
this...
what? When the DM says too bad, I like that.
I
Sometimes.
like that. Picasso.
Picasso, this slog leads you through the mists onto a series of wooden planks that are interconnected with twine and leathers that are kind of strapping them all together. The floor beneath it is gone. It just appears to be this kind of briny, kind of black fluid that has kind of these purple undulating forms inside of it. The path is backlit, so like the mist behind you seems to be kind of glowing a goldish green color that kind of shines out over the path before you. And it looks like as it kind of spills out of the what you would consider a tunnel way, it looks like it moves out onto a strange kind of brown mass of an island before you. And I will move you over that way. It is single file, so how are we? Actually, it's 2x2, so just kind of the
Yeah.
same format that you're moving then.
Mm.
yeah.
Yes.
I'll also activate my ring of invisibility, so I'm invisible. It might not help here, but just everything.
The little things.
I don't have anything like that, so I will be going in there.
Okay.
Oh,
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 it is so dark. Cannot see.
bear with me here. I see. That's stupid. Oh, I see why. Okay. Okay, so what you see before you is kind of like a brown mass of material kind of floating or just embedded in the sludge that the bridge kind of goes over top. inside of the sludge, you can see undulations of tentacles, purple, weird tentacles, and larger tentacles still that kind of come up onto the masses in front of you, just kind of lazily, kind of like moving, just like slightly kind of pulsing with life. And yeah, I do not know why there is a problem with the vision, because it shouldn't have any light issues. Double checking my shit. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's a lot.
that is a lot.
Oh, that's a big boy.
You know, I was partially right. It is a beholder-looking creature, but now I see like the main eye is gone, so it might not actually even be a beholder.
So, the creature, though scarred heavily, it appears to have a number of wounds about its frame, appears to be there. Just
This motherfucker.
all about, present and before you.
Is Fiona here?
No, it's not Raynak.
Oh, okay.
We saw Raynak. Raynak is different.
Yeah, we already fought his echo.
Except for Raynak has one big ass eye. Or he is one big ass eye.
So we can determine that this eye is missing, correct?
Very clearly seems to be the case.
Okay.
I'm going to move up stealthily.
As you step onto the mass, you hear in your head, I see you.
In my head, I'm like, no, you don't.
You watch as all of the eyes inside of the sockets kind of twist and focus their pupils directly on your location. And then
I
you watch
am going,
as the teeth on the creature kind of grin more than they already are grinning.
I would like to take an action if possible before everything goes
Oh,
fucking sideways.
there's no action so far, but yeah, if you want to do something, that's fine.
Just because we're in Beholder Land, I am going to activate Aura of Purity just to try and keep.
What's the orders?
It's a 30-foot radius, up to 10 minutes concentration.
Nice.
Okay. I'm gonna see if I can give it a lesser tone.
Now it's extra pure. Got to be brighter.
No, less pure.
That's pure.
I just like being able to see the background a bit. The yellow is
That's
very
fair.
much
That's fair.
closing out the other colors. Yeah, it activates the spell to seem to go off without a hitch.
After all the eyes look on me, I'm like, huh, I guess you do see me, huh?
Left you in, did he?
Is that the guy that sits out there? Yeah, he was kind of like just ignoring us at first. We were getting on his nerves, I guess. You know, we were kind of in the way of a guess, some kind of archfey, I guess.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh my god, boys!
You feel it enter into your mind and grab at thoughts just randomly. Like, it feels like, you know, when you're thinking, and like sometimes you have thoughts that are kind of in the back of your mind, and like you're thinking of something presently that's kind of like on the surface of your thoughts, but there's all this stuff in the background of your mind as well. It seems like in this very few seconds of you kind of talking, it feels like someone reached into the toy box of your mind and literally just started looking at everything and just throwing it back into the box flippantly. You're pretty sure that everything that you have ever known, the creature that lays before you knows as well.
Ah.
Yes, that one.
Nice. I guess you know why we're here now, then, huh, buddy?
To free me.
Is that what killing you will do?
Killing me wasn't the only offer you were granted.
Yeah, I have a bad memory, so you're probably seeing things I don't remember.
Or that you're purposely shunting away. And are you speaking out loud or replying in your mind?
I'll be replying in my mind because I don't know if you can hear me, you know?
Yeah.
Because he messaged me in my mind, so
Correct.
I'd be thinking.
So meanwhile, everyone else, what are you doing?
Just staring in horror.
Yeah, watching Brent's character.
Oh, you guys don't see me. I'm
Apparently-
invisible.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
We're looking at the creature in horror.
Yeah, if we could see you, we'd be like, is he having a seizure?
Yeah.
He's just like,
So we're supposed to just start hacking tentacles or what?
I mean, it has not attacked us yet. You know, there are two options here. We free him if he's, you know.
Well, you wouldn't
good.
be thinking that, but yeah, you would be thinking that. You're the boss.
Yeah, I know this.
Wait, free him?
Well, that is one option. If
You want to free this abomination into the
no, I did not say that.
normal
That is
living world?
that is one of our options here. We either
It's
kill
not
it.
an option.
Okay, yes, I know this. I'm just saying those are the two options here. We kill it or free it. And I don't know if it has become nice or not, you know?
Andres, you're a
Yeah.
very handsome man,
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
but I don't really trust your ability to judge the character of this creature.
Oh, no, I mean, I don't know. It hasn't attacked us. The other creature has, you know, as soon as we walked in.
Could be reformed.
Maybe.
Zohar, when you step out onto the platform, you hear a voice kind of whisper, "No reason to be so angry."
Who said that?
You speak out loud.
Huh? Yeah.
You all hear Zohar reply to something that's not said to you.
Oh, is it?
You okay?
Did it talk to you?
Yeah. Do these things have like telepathy or some kind of fucked up
Yeah.
mind game? Oh, great.
Oh, it is magic. Okay.
Uh,
He's gonna step onto the sludge thing area.
Mm-hmm.
do any of these platforms look like they are sort of elevated to the point where you could be on the platform and look into the open eye socket?
The eyes are actually kind of laying on the material. They're not lifted up. It may look like they're kind of like upwards, but this one's just laying on the mass. So is this
No,
one.
I'm talking about like
Oh.
these stone platforms.
No. None of them go up high enough for you to look into the big eye socket. No.
Mm.
They're all pretty close to, like,
Just the
on the
little
same
eyes.
level, like right around
uh,
the teeth. Like these are a little higher, but not like high enough to look up in.
Mm.
this thing is talking to me in my mind, and I
Well,
don't like it.
welcome, Andreas. You hear in your head.
Oh. You know, that is that's not the voice I was expecting. Hello.
Why not?
I don't know. Your body it doesn't match. Anyway, are you
Never
Oh
judge
my
a beholder
God.
by its cover.
have you been reformed?
What does that mean?
You know, when you were originally locked up in here, you know, they locked you up for a specific reason. I don't know it, but
Oh,
you know,
I understand. You are a servant of the order.
yeah, of Octavius. Yeah.
Is that what he's calling himself? No.
I don't know how.
You watch the mouth, like, which was kind of like it laying kind of like a lazy kind of smile, kind of like twists into a smirk. Interesting. And you think that the Court of Seasons follows the same order?
I mean, probably not. It is probably different, you know, beings. But I worship Octavius, you know.
You think that I was locked here because I did something wrong?
I mean, probably yeah.
And all of you start to hear this laughter kind of going through the
Oh, Chad.
You start hearing this laughter kind of emanating through the space. It almost sounds like the liquid is actually laughing.
Well, that's gross.
Valera's like, oh, that's grotesque.
Yeah, despite the grotesque nature and look of the place, it doesn't smell bad in here. That's one thing
That's
I want to make
good.
sure you're aware of. Yeah, it smells like trying to think the best way to describe it. It smells like
Is it like a sorry? Is it like a null scent?
no, it's
Like
not
an unscented
no.
soap.
There's very much a clear scent that's present to the place. It smells like you're standing on a beach and like the waves are kind of like all about you and the wind is kind of like about you as well. However, there is no wind and there are no waves, but it definitely smells like you're just standing out on the beach.
Like salty beach spray.
Yeah, it
Oh,
smells
okay.
nice and sunny beachy.
Okay.
Not too bad.
So I am assuming you have been locked here for a long time. Yes.
I have.
Okay. Okay. Um. Do you mind telling me what exactly you did?
Are you going to utilize that information to make a judgment?
I mean, yes, that is mostly how things go.
And who are you to judge me?
I'm just a guy. I'm here to see if you are reformed, I
The,
guess.
the eyes start kind of rotating. But don't you see the problem with that? Moving and looking towards Andres. What about you? What about those you've brought here to judge me? Do they stand as suitable judges?
Well, no, probably not.
Then why, oh why would you want to judge me?
Well, it is not a want, it is an order. I've been told to do so.
By whom? Are they worthy?
I guess, probably.
Let me see them.
I mean, they're not here right now.
I can see them through you,
Oh.
if you let me.
I don't think they would like that.
You're not understanding what I mean. You start realizing, like, as your kind of like nervousness is kind of sitting on the top of your head, and your kind of worry and your defensive nature for Ryomand is sitting at the top of your head. You start feeling someone kind of messing with those thoughts and kind of like looking at them and understanding them. But you realize it's not like they're doing it without your knowledge. They're very much doing it intentionally with their tentacles in your mind and
Okay.
pilfering at the surface thoughts. And they say after they kind of toy at that, I want to go deeper. I want to see what you have seen.
Okay, but you're not going to like take over, yeah?
Why would I have to?
I mean, I don't know how you work,
So far,
I mean,
you've...
okay, fuck it. Just go ahead.
Okay, you
Right.
willingly fail the saving throw and it plunges into your mind. Just like Rain had it, it goes through the box and very clearly kind of goes through your memories. And then states, he is not who he claims to be.
Who?
The one that you serve.
What do you mean? He's always been the true king.
I can see through your thoughts, as I would see. And I can tell you, the one you call Ryomand was the child of a guard, an old servant of a rebellion.
Well, as that stands.
He is a charlatan who took his itemry from someone more deserving. And you tell me that this one is worthy to judge me as well? I think not. So we are...
No, need a second.
We are in an impasse, Andres. You are not worthy to judge me. None in your company are worthy to judge me, and your master is not worthy to judge me. Neither were the ones who placed me here. You only have one recourse. Free me. Allow me to go back to the stars.
What is it that you plan to do?
I don't know yet. So much must have changed in this time.
Will it harm the balance of things?
I don't know. I don't understand what you mean by balance.
The balance
Nor-
of good and evil. That is it.
But that's not what you serve.
I serve Atavius.
And Ashtar is the servant of good and evil, as I've learned from both you and your friends' minds.
Fine.
Order,
Law and order.
order and chaos, I care not for. They do not matter to me, nor does good and evil. Only life and death.
Shit. This is above my pay grade. Okay. He's gonna clap his hands. Everyone! He's gonna say this out loud. We have a dilemma here. This being wishes to go back to the stars. He does not care for life or death, chaos or order. He just wishes, or it wishes, they, whatever, wishes to go back to the stars.
This is a very interesting game that you keep on playing in your mind. I want to stress something to you. You can refer to me by my name, and in your vernacular, whatever pronouns you wish. It does not matter. It seems that that's something that is important to you.
You know, the way that you put it, it makes sense. I guess it does not matter, as much, but, that's not the point here.
It seems from what I was able to collect in your mind, it would have some importance to a creature such as yourself, one that has a mortal frame.
Yeah.
And needs to understand what others understand of it without being able to connect as we have. I am Derlathoth, but I am also Andres. I am also Rain.
Okay, too much. Okay, Delathoth. we will
Too
tell
much.
you that.
Too much sharing.
Too much.
I realize I've
Okay.
shared too much.
Okay.
Did it
Everyone.
happen to tell you why it's here?
No.
That's might be
It
helpful.
feels we are not the ones to judge him.
That seems to be a common thing for about people that have been put into prison for reasons.
I mean, I
Yes.
talked to him. He didn't seem too bad. We were just kind of chilling.
Exactly. He does not seem to want to harm us. Otherwise, I'm sure.
I want to stress something really important right here as the two of you are talking and referring to Derlathoth as a he. It feels right in your heads because you also realize at this moment that Derlathoth is you and both of you are he-him individuals. And you're like, yeah, he's great. Yeah, he's fine. And you're not really understanding why this is the case.
It's just natural.
It seems to be just coming out of your vibe naturally, very strangely so.
Yep.
Yeah, Derlathoth is eclipsing your consciousness.
Probably. But
I
what
imagine
do
if
we
you keep
feel?
at it, he'll probably eclipse your personalities as well.
What do we feel is the right,
Well, who's the expert on outer beings and whatnot around here?
Not me.
Oh, my nose is damp. Because I am a cat.
Wow. Oh, it's nice and cold too.
we don't really have an expert here. It's just us.
You all hear a voice kind of snap into your head. I understand this is difficult, but it shouldn't be. I suppose some of your feelings are worth answering. Isaiah. Why, you ask? Because I am not alive, nor am I dead. No creature of my ilk ever was, and ever will be. We are beyond life and death. We are something different. And because I was not liked by those who claimed to be the masters of life itself, I was bound here. I was unjustly judged by a court of seasons that had no right. And my light was plucked from the astral sea and thrown into this place.
Well, I think
Was that
Valera's heard
to
enough.
everyone?
Yeah, everyone's hearing this.
Valera.
It seems like the tentacles have spread out into a group chat.
Valera's heard enough. If the Court of Seasons put him here, then this is probably where he should be.
Word.
Does she say that?
How do we even let you go, though?
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Nothing really matters.
No, it doesn't matter. If the Court of Seasons put him here, then this is probably where he should remain.
Yeah, but I mean, people can change, or creatures can change, and we don't know the reasoning.
Well, it doesn't sound he hasn't changed at all. He just wants to go back home.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like he wants to do anything bad. He just wants to go home.
That's what he's told you. But has it occurred to you that this individual is almost certainly capable of lying?
I mean, we all are, but
Yeah, I'm actually pretty good at it myself, but
Then you would understand too, Valera, that creatures such as me and such as yourself are also capable of great violence. If I really wanted you to do what I wanted, why wouldn't I just take the easiest method?
he's got a point.
Well, that's certainly something worth considering, but
I think that's a pretty good point, though. I mean,
I would have to venture to guess that you are somehow, well, it's in your best interest to persuade us, and that you require us to
Andres,
somehow enable your freedom.
Andres, you willingly accepted my offer to become conjoined. And Rain, you did not. I forced it upon you. I did not know what you were until after peering into you. Draw your arms, face off against Valera, and you both do.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, okay then.
And you hear
Valera's just like ready.
You hear the voice say, "You see, if I wanted them to do something without agency, I could have them do it. Lower your weapons, and moving forward, never follow a command from Derlathoth again.
What the fuck?
You are still one with us, but not."
Okay. Okay, that I'm not going to lie, that was pretty cool, but
that's
not
pretty
cool
rad.
at the same time.
Valera kind of leans in, and Valera knows that Derlathoth can certainly hear him, but this is more for dramatic effect. Valera's like, I think you made a mistake.
We will discuss that at a later time, but for now, we are here.
I
Okay.
say we just free him.
No,
I mean,
I will not allow it.
I mean, majority rules.
do
So
we even know how to free him?
I think it's one of those things where we just do it.
Open the
But
door.
I guess I don't know. I'm not magical like that shit. I don't know.
That's Valia's deal.
Yeah, that is my wife's deal. I don't do this shit.
So how do we free you then?
You leave. With me.
Just take like a tentacle, or
All you have to do at this point is leave. with me.
Yeah, because you've already allowed him
Oh,
into your head.
shit.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
very much. Oh shit. If you'll excuse
Makes
me,
sense.
I'm gonna go contemplate my choices.
Oh shit. So if
I
Rain or Andres exit this space, they bring it.
Yeah.
Can we walk? Is the door still there for us to walk back out?
Yeah, tunnel's still there.
Oh, well, I'm dashing to it.
I mean, the
Does
least
anybody
amount of
stop?
shit.
Does anybody
Hey,
stop
I'm
Rain?
invisible.
That's true.
hmm.
We just say the
Can
You don't hear any? Well, you
can
could hear me,
Valera
actually.
perceive?
I would have to move quietly for this, right? So I'd have to stealth check. I guess.
Well, if you said you were running, then you can't stealth.
That's fair. I am invisible.
So
though.
go ahead and make a perception check. I have the DC in my head. Running is or base is 10.
God.
God
So-
damn.
Valera, as a reaction, I will allow you to make an athletics check. You have disadvantage to try and grab a hold of Rain as Rain tries to move past the group.
It's a 14.
And Rain, acrobatics or athletics, your choice to try and resist.
25.
You slip past.
How the fuck?
How'd you roll a one? Oh, reliable talent?
Yeah,
Okay.
I get a 10 at least.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
Damn.
Plus is a 14, so or 15.
No!
Whoosh. Yeah. Out the door. Unless anybody else is also trying to grab.
I mean, Andres is kind of conflicted, but more so on the side of just letting it go.
This is way outside of Zohar's pay grade. He's kind of looking around like, what?
True.
So,
Yeah, also
So we're not
Valera's.
fighting it?
God damn it. Rain. God damn it.
the smile on the beholder creature starts widening as you make your way to the door. There appears to be kind of a point when you hit the light, and then it buffers you back and throws you backwards from it.
Oh.
I guess after having missed the grapple, could Valera give chase?
Yeah,
Did he just get thrown back? Rain?
he did. He's not visible yet.
Okay.
Was it just invisibility or greater invisibility that you cast on yourself?
It was
right?
my ring of invisibility.
Okay. So yeah, not visible yet. But yeah, you give chase. And you'd hear a voice as you're moving, Valera, that kind of stops you in your head. If you exit with him, then you can leave. The prisoner has to be escorted out.
Oh, everybody has to go with me.
No, just one person that's not a
Oh.
prisoner and one person that is.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, okay. I get it.
Well, I'll tell you guys this much. I only have one reincarnation dust.
I have one as well.
Oh, that's good to know. Good to know. Well, we might be looking at some lethal alternatives here.
So Zohar will like kind of nudge Isaiah. Aren't you some kind of priest? Can't you like do an exorcism or something?
I don't think this is the type of thing that you can exercise. I mean, this is not my specialty. I can't say that I've come across this exact situation before.
Maybe
Maybe
a
we
surgery.
can just leave them here.
Yeah, Valera looks back at the
So
rest.
as you're discussing getting rid of the implantation, you all kind of get this immediate kind of like across the tops of your heads, and it seems to be a method for relieving yourself of what's currently plaguing you. Remove curse or greater restoration, either spell, will remove the essence of the creature from you. And it seems to be granted willingly. This knowledge.
Yeah, I don't want it removed. I want my boy out of here. I need
We
one of y'all
won't-
to walk through the door with me.
We won't die if we leave with you, yes?
You will not.
Okay.
I will let you know that there will be an awkward stage as I'm freeing myself from you after you leave. It might be discomfortable,
Okay.
but you will not die.
That's
You'll just wish you were dead.
Yeah,
I
that's,
don't like the sound of that, but
that's not
what
encouraging.
it sounded like.
It won't last forever.
That also does not sound super.
Yeah, I'm getting
That
nervous
is-
now.
can we
Very
fix it? You know,
Specifically vague.
can we fix it fast
It,
or
it won't require fixing. It will just be a temporary discomfort as I remove myself from you.
okay?
Like
Okay.
a stomach ache.
Will we bleed from our eyes and ears?
I don't believe there will be any blood. I don't deal with the vitae of a creature.
Okay. Okay. Well, all right.
Just emotional damage.
I just want to go back and see my wife. That is it. Can we just go?
Isaiah, could you possibly relieve these? Oh, what? No, we can't leave. We can't leave without this bastard.
Either dead or alive.
I prefer alive.
Yeah, I'd say we just walk
just
out.
me.
Like,
Let us go as a team.
I mean, not to be that guy, but our leader's also with it. So
Is Rain still lying on the ground?
Rain's doing whatever Rain wants to do. What is Rain doing?
Rain just he stood up by now, and he's just like waiting by a door, waiting to see if one
Yeah.
of them walk through, so we can walk with them.
Keeps gesturing towards the door,
Valera's-
but no one sees it because he's invisible.
Yep.
Valir is feeling around.
Why isn't anybody catching what I'm? Oh.
Valir is feeling around for Rain.
Rain's probably
Wait.
not allowing himself to be
No.
grabbed.
What
Valyra
happened to
obviously doesn't
Rain?
want this to happen, so just like
Did that-
every time
Rain
Valyra gets close, I'm
Rain.
backing up.
Rain, listen to me. I'm not gonna kill you.
Like a quick
I'm not gonna kill you.
shuffle
It's okay.
under Valera's arm, kind of like just the keep away,
It's
keep
all
away.
right.
Yep.
Just I need to find you so we can leave.
You could just walk through when I walk through. You start
Yeah,
walking, I'll
but I
follow
don't-
right with you.
I don't know. I don't know where you are. Don't
You
know
don't
where you
have
are,
to.
Rain.
You don't have to.
You're obviously lying. No rules are necessary to determine.
Do not have
Andres, Andres, come here. Let's go. Andres, let's go.
But we're leaving. Yes.
We're leaving. We're leaving.
Okay.
We're leaving.
Okay. I will walk with Zohar, and then you will walk with Rain, and then everyone else.
I would
will
if I could
follow.
find him.
Wait, what?
We're leaving, Zohar.
Why? Why me?
I don't know. I just
Take the priest or the monk.
I mean,
Well, you have to leave anyway.
yeah.
Yeah, but I don't want to be responsible for unleashing, no offense, an eldritch monstrosity onto the,
Yes, I'm not happy about it either, but I certainly don't want to spend eternity trapped in here listening to all
Wait,
this.
I thought you didn't want us to do this.
No, I don't, but it's far too late for that.
Just do it or don't.
Oh.
I'll go.
All right,
Okay.
the monk's going.
Yes.
I'll be back here.
Isaiah,
And
with me.
Real quick, Zohar, during the discourse, you did hear a voice in the back of your head say "none taken" regarding the no offense.
I mean,
And you kind of get this vibe like titles placed upon it don't matter to it, him, her, they, us, etc. It's very much a we situation.
the them their
I mean,
pronouns.
All things
We good.
considered,
It is it's not one thing. It is
all
an
things
onomatopoeia.
considered, Z has been very polite and very helpful with its
Accommodating.
information. Yeah.
True.
It would have been better for everyone involved if we had just never set foot in here.
Well, we had to eventually. So
It is our job.
No, I don't think that is true.
Well,
All
it's
right,
over.
arm in arm, Andres, let's go.
Valera,
Let us do this.
you kind of get a secondary thought that just kind of pops into your head. You realize it's a foreign thought, one that's being kind of placed on the surface and allowed to linger. It seems like one you have to focus on to kind of understand. Do you kind of focus on the thought that's placed there?
No, actually, I exercise my mental discipline to exclude it.
Okay. It just seems like it was like a suggestion that was kind of placed there, not something that would take control of you, just like a faint image in your mental space.
Reluctantly, I will consider it.
Okay. Violence is always an option. It's the suggestion that's placed before you.
Yeah,
I am well aware. Well aware. Let's go.
Okay.
We
We
leaving?
go through
Yeah.
everyone arm in arm.
Well, great. That was
invisible arm against regular arm.
strangely less smashy than I expected. But yeah, as you kind of
For the
step,
first time in your life, John, with some of these people, you offered a diplomatic option, and it didn't turn into everybody dying.
yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Wow.
I mean, it's still,
Considering
Progress?
it still technically could, but
Yeah, I mean, we don't know how painful the separation is going to be, but
Yeah,
Also true.
I hope it's fucking gut wrenching.
excruciating. Yeah,
as you
A
the worst day of your life.
lady.
as you
A
step
giant woman.
out, you see a giant androgynous man,
Oh.
very elvish looking being. In one hand, the large creature is holding a pink unicorn horn, and
nice.
he has stepped out. He's kind of standing looking towards the throne, and it doesn't seem like he's talking, but it seems like he's kind of making facial tics like he is talking. But as you kind of step out of the portal, his eyes kind of move over to look at you. As he's looking at you and you're kind of stepping out into the air is very different here. It's not thick with like a moisture. It's not kind of like strange to those who are not seafaring or kind of coastal. Immediately upon kind of getting out into the open, both Rain and Andres start feeling very, very sick. Like if you've ever been in a state of like the flu where it's like nothing is staying down, it's all coming up. That's literally the feeling that hits. It's just everything below you is moving upwards towards the heavens and it's coming right through you. And as that happens, you both drop down, presumably kind of moving to a position where you think it's okay to do it, and you start throwing up this nasty looking kind of purple bile that just starts
Really coming out of nowhere.
slamming down onto the ground. And as you are all watching this,
Do it right there.
it seems endless. It just keeps happening. And you can start seeing like chunks flying out of them as well. And you also see that the liquid on the ground starts solidifying and becoming kind of like more textured and starts writhing as well with tentacles. And this happens for a solid
Somebody burn it. Somebody burn it.
What? What if I
a
go
solid
ahead and
5 minutes of these
You
two
start hearing those little
throwing.
kitty herks, like.
Yeah. It's just constant throwing up.
What if I cast Greater Restoration on Andres as this starts?
Yeah, it doesn't seem to take effect.
Okay.
But yeah, you'll watch as the two piles of fluids and material start moving like of their own accord. If you've ever seen like the Blob, that kind of movement of the fluids until they connect and they start forming together.
Valera knocks an arrow and shoots it.
Yeah, it hits the liquid. It doesn't seem to really do anything. You watch as Corcheus, the Archfey, is standing there, just watching, not taking any effect. Doesn't seem to be phased by it. It's just watching, and you watch this the warden is kind of sitting on the throne, kind of like the whole time, just
I just look invisible still, so it's just coming out of nowhere.
It's like that Family Guy scene that just never ends. Just
Yep.
constant
True.
vomit,
Yep.
just
True.
everywhere.
But yeah,
Whoever lasts this get the last piece of pie.
it does
Yeah,
last for
Valera
5.
moves very far away from the rest of the party.
It does like last 5 minutes. The arrow hits. It doesn't seem to actually get like consumed in the material. It just kind of lays on the floor like all the other weapons that end up underneath it. Does everybody else kind of move away from the two to kind of like
Yeah.
keep away from any kind of splash
Yeah,
zone?
Let's go.
Ah,
We get Joe to our lifesavers out here.
We
Okay.
saved it all.
is that the word we would use?
Splash zone.
Lifesavers?
Oh,
I don't know if that's the word.
as the
Gonna hide over here behind the pony.
as the throwing up ends, there's a point in the midst of it, Rain and also Andres. The beginning was kind of, I mean, as you've ever, you've had the flu. There's definitely a certain kind of like discomfort that is present when you're sick, and there's like a certain kind of like fatigue that fills the body. There's a certain kind of just like lack of understanding of like what is the point of life if this kind of
Feel that all day,
dysfunction
every day.
is allowed in a physical body, right?
True.
But there's a point in the middle where you actually feel like this process is pleasurable. You feel like you have become one with the disengorging of the entity, where you actually feel like one with it. And then that kind of slips away at the end as the last bits kind of drip from your lips onto the ground.
Y'all motherfuckers need Octavius.
Yeah.
No, not
John,
you
like halfway through-
eroticizing the disengorging.
It's not
Halfway
so-
through, all you hear is like a
I don't want to say it's like okay, so it's not so much like an erotic thing. I don't want to say that it's that kind
Oh,
of
no.
pleasurable.
It's
Oh, it
That's
is
not,
now.
No, I don't want you to.
Yeah, it is. It's too late.
Stop perverting my perversion. I don't
It's
like
taken that. It's taken that energy now.
it. Okay, fine. You know what? It's fine. Whatever you say goes, and whatever Tom. If Tom, do you counter that?
No, I was just gonna ask, why are you the way that you are?
Yeah, but it's because they're the top tier patrons.
Yeah,
That's
it.
They are the omnipotent.
Whatever you
Yeah.
say goes. If you had
what they
said,
say goes.
"I don't want to leave with these people," then that would have happened because yeah, you're the best. But anyways, back to the point.
Oh shit.
The mass of tentacles and stuff kind of lifts off of the ground, an orb kind of forming in the center, and a single eye kind of sprouts from the center. And as it kind of looks over to Corsaeus, it seems that Corsaeus is whatever he was doing with the warden now begins with this individual. They seem to be kind of linking mentally. And
A
you
lot of that going on around here.
then see Corsaeus kind of cross his arms looking at the entity, and then kind of dismissively kind of gestures with his hand. At that, the creature starts floating towards the door. All of the fluid, all of the staining, all of the liquid seems to have kind of risen up, and this floating orb with tentacles hanging down with it, with eye stalks, like, or eyes at the tips, kind of just starts floating past out the door.
Do we still
Andres.
feel like a connected to it in our brains, or is it gone?
Oh yeah,
Um,
true.
You don't feel a connection to it.
Okay. Andres is gonna sort of lie on his back, look at the floating orb going towards the door, and say, "Thank you for not killing us."
Have a good life, buddy.
And Darlathoth returns to the stars. Meanwhile, as the moments after kind of like linger, Corsaeus is still arms crossed, and after watching the creature leave, kind of turns and looks at your group. Welcome to Monday.
What's up?
Hello. Hold on.
I'm gonna turn uninvisible now. You're like, I'm gonna look around. Did I get any of it on me?
No, it's all off. It's all off.
Yeah, that's right. He took it off. That's right. I like this robe.
I am Andres, and this is the party that
The-
is being
oh.
sent here.
The warden says he didn't ask, and then you
Oh.
see Corsaeus kind of raise his hand up towards the warden. You are welcome here, servants of Octavius. I'm getting some feedback. I don't know who it's coming from.
Oh, was it me?
I don't know. It sounded like someone in the background.
Oh.
Anywho, he says, I understand your purpose is to deal with the number present here.
Yes.
Very
Do
good.
you would you like us to call you anything specific, or would you just not like to deal with us?
I don't mind. You can call me Corcheas. It is, I believe, how it would be best pronounced in the common tongue.
Oh, okay. Well, Corcheas, it is nice to meet you. We're almost done, and then we will be out of, your hair and the man over there's hair.
I will have to stress that, as it was made aware to me, it is the intent of your master to send others to this place.
Yeah.
I believe so, yes.
Do you feel that the entity that you will be replacing these entities with is a greater problem to the balance than what you have released into the stars?
Well, that is
Hopefully.
not our place to judge, but we can hope, yes.
That one seemed reformed enough.
It seemed shit, what was the name?
Derloth? Derlith?
Derloth.
Airloft.
Derloth.
Derloth.
We seemed that it just wanted to return to the stars, and we are hoping that is it.
Unfortunately, I do have to stress that the entity you have freed from this place was not one of a kind.
Ah,
In fact, it wasn't even the true one of its kind. Are
is that-
you?
So what you're saying is it had a family to go back to. Gotcha.
No. No. More like if someone were to remove a bucket of water from a lake and then cast that bucket back into the lake, but to a much stranger degree, a lake that consumes.
Well, it sounds like we didn't do that much harm then, all things considered.
I would say that it would be considered a drop in the bucket to some, but it definitely will cause problems for some, especially in and about the Gate of Envy.
okay. Okay. Well,
From
next
what I
room.
understand, yes, yeah, with the stuff that's going to go in those rooms is a little less ambiguous. So, yeah, it's like a net gain.
So hard, literally didn't understand shit other than it wasn't that bad.
Well, I will, of course, have to report this to the court when I have an opportunity to do so. And hopefully, when that report is made, your names will not be focused on too much by the court.
Yeah, Andres, that would be a real shame.
I will accept any responsibility.
You heard him. He's accepting all the responsibility.
Well, he is the leader, so that makes sense.
No, I'll share with him. We both freed him
Unfortunately,
on our orders.
Unfortunately, it probably won't go exactly quite the way that you're thinking with your self-sacrificing impetus. But again, I am very hopeful and of a positive mind that it won't be too negative.
I am not impotent. I am very active in the section. Okay.
I don't think that's what they meant.
He said impetus. Yes.
I think that meant something else.
Oh.
Anyway, are we gonna go killer
okay.
free Karamusan now?
Yes. That is the goal.
Okay,
He kind of like waves his hand kind of to the side, and as he does so, like this kind of just bright light kind of moves from the entrance all the way to the back of the room, very suddenly, and it cleans the entirety of the space,
Oh, shit.
including all of the bits of sick that are still kind of present on Rain and Andres. Just cleans the entire room.
Even my ugly letters are cleaned.
Yeah, if you came in here dirty, clean.
Oh, that's prestidigitation on a whole new level.
Wow.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Would recommend.
Good luck with your remaining matter.
Thank you.
Thank you. And if you're not here when we come back, have a nice evening, day. I don't really know what time it is outside.
I still have some scolding I need to do. And as he says that, kind of turns his attention back to the warden, who's kind of tapping his fingers on the armrest, kind of looking at Corsaeus. You'll note that the individual who's sitting on the chair is not an elf. Beards are not an elvish thing, nor is he probably Fey. So again, who this warden is, who Omnier is, you're just not sure, and it does seem the two are having a very involved mental discourse.
True.
Fair enough.
Guy in the chair is probably like, do you see what I'm dealing with? This is it.
Do you see this shit?
All right.
We go in, I think. Everyone? Yes?
Yeah.
Chad, Tom? Cecil?
We.
Do we know who we are expecting to find in here?
Karmusan. It's a raven-like creature, I think.
A burb.
It's a bird.
Burb.
Does Valera know anything about this individual?
The King of Ravens, yeah.
About to make some chicken tenders.
Is it a Fae?
Not really, no. Yeah, Karamusan is a great grand bird. When we get to it, the token will be the right size, but the image will be that of a rock, which it has some preliminary basis for it. But yeah.
So we can probably free this one too if it ain't, if it's reformed. enough.
So before
talking to us.
proceeding with the rest of the party, Valera will cast one last glance back to the Archfey, see if there's any sort of indication or acknowledgement or anything there.
Just kind of an annoyance with the warden.
Fair.
I don't know if you're here, Chad, but they did say they were going to talk to the council. I think it was.
Yeah.
Council of Seasons.
Yeah.
Regarding
About
this
what we
matter.
did. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Most
you were
likely.
stepped away, so I didn't know if your character
Yeah.
would care about that. So I figured I'd mention.
No,
just in
I mean,
case.
that's probably to be expected. If
Most
it's-
likely it'll just be Andres.
Yeah. I mean,
And Rain.
if possible,
I volunteered myself.
Valera,
too.
Valera would like to be present for that. I imagine having a witness there would be helpful.
Valera, like trying to snitch on the stand.
I mean, Valera has loyalties.
That's good.
True.
There's certainly like a hierarchy of loyalties there.
Are you stepping through?
We are stepping through.
As you
Yes.
step through, there's a point in the middle where it kind of widens to about 15 foot wide, kind of opening to a 3x3 kind of passage. I'm assuming the front three would be Valera, Zohar, and Andres, and then the back line would be Zekis, Zaya, and Rain. Is that right?
Well, I stealth and scout ahead. That's like
Yeah.
my character's a scout, so I'd probably
Okay.
be up front.
So
Missing a Z.
you get through, and as you're kind of passing through and directly behind you, everyone's right behind you, you see a massive bird sitting up on a high kind of structure, and you're only just able to see it because the entirety of the space is filled with wind and bits of ice kind of just fluttering all about. And as the person behind you kind of steps through the portal like a bird, you watch its head kind of snap up and its eye kind of like sideways looking as birds do, kind of in that direction, and then its wings lift up, and slams straight down as it flies straight into the heavens. And as it kind of hits a certain point, like 100 feet up, you notice that the entirety of the sky is just this tumultuous wind and cloudy mess that seems to be kind of shuffling the snow and such about. But yeah, immediately vanishes from sight. So this is what you see when you first enter into the space.
Oh,
Pretty.
Is
Oh,
the
that's-
door
that's
behind
pretty
us
cool.
still, or
Yeah, the door is still behind you, but then whoosh.
It's the holiday episode. Nice.
Hey.
gotcha.
Let me go ahead and cue the Christmas music. No,
Da, 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 da.
there was a thought. There was a thought of me, instead of having Corcheus be the Fae that's currently associated with Mundi, having it be the Crimson Knight, but I chose not to do that. It would have been funny, but
would have been awesome.
then you'd
This-
have
This-
the Crimson Knight has to be fought, so I didn't think it was going to work.
Okay.
Too well. You got to fight the Crimson Knight. It's the
Well,
whole
why
point.
though?
Because it's why wouldn't you be fighting Santa Claus?
And eat the cookies.
Your mistletoe is no match for my toe missile.
But imagine imagine how much loot he has.
True. Oh
Crimson Knight bag.
yeah. We're gonna get that sack.
And once the
Biggest
bird flies
bag
up,
of
I'll
holding.
so do we have to holler for him now?
What?
Does anybody speak whatever language you may speak?
Burb.
Does anyone
I
speak
mean-
avian?
No, but I could talk to them if needed. I have tongue of sun and moon.
I can only speak owl.
Makes sense. Makes
Oh
sense.
yeah, yeah. Valir also has tongue of the sun and moon, and also has speak with animals.
Well, it flies up into the air. The place is very, very windy. Very, very
Probably won't hear
tumultuous.
us.
So the things that you're kind of noticing in this space is that any kind of missile range attacks are probably going to do poorly. And also visibility is kind of obscured. So attacks at a target are going to be difficult at certain sight lines. But yeah, that said, it is very much just gone. If you'd like, you can make a perception check to try and kind of view the area. Maybe get some kind of idea of what's going on.
24.
Oh, whoops! Nope, that's deception. There we go.
23.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Zekis, your cat-like kind of just awareness, understanding, like, you know, the badness of birds and how birds are little demons outside the window who won't come over and have their heads ripped off.
Starts chattering.
Gain inspiration. You do
I love
see
cats.
you see a silhouette directly above the group that seems to be kind of circling downwards in the clouds above. You will
Going
not be
flat.
surprised during the first round of initiative, but I would like everybody to roll initiative.
Oh, we're fighting. Jesus. Okay. Not even a chat.
Oh, I got a
register my
30.
click.
I got a 4.
I got a 30. Let's go, baby.
So we're not chatting.
Oh shit!
Bird does not want to speak to us. By the way, as a heads
Right
up,
on Zokar's throat.
I have
Don't worry,
alert,
Zekis is
so I
chatting.
can't be surprised either.
Then you're not surprised.
I'm chatting. What?
Yeah, you're making all the chittering noises.
Chittering.
Oh.
yeah.
I love whenever cats do that. It's so cute. There's also a TikTok that is dedicated just to cats making chattering noises. It's really cute.
Why is this like this?
Why is it the way it is? So I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'm gonna fucking try it anyway.
Okay. Hold on a second here. I am so sorry.
You could.
All right. Descending and music.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay, Rain, you're first. You see it, or you see nothing. You're surprised, unless you can't be surprised. So if you're not surprisable, you don't see it. It hasn't descended yet, since you did fail the perception. But yeah, you are not surprised, but you are aware that you're being attacked based on Zekis's chittering and then stop in response.
Gotcha. Okay. I will. Let's see. Are these bushes and trees are here?
Yep.
I'm going to move underneath one of them and bonus action hide.
Okay.
Let's see here. Where's my stealth? It's 25.
Okay.
And then I will.
Also chittering. Good job.
We're all doing it now.
Let's see. There's no way to make the other people on my team not surprised, is there?
Not really.
Oh.
Didn't think so. Then I take the dodge action as well.
Okay. It goes to it. It flies straight down, dive bombing. Its wings kind of thrown back, and with like a sudden force hits the ground at Zohar. Everyone but Zohar needs to make a strength saving throw. Even if it doesn't see you, it's kind of an area of effect. 50 you got from it.
Natural 1, baby.
Oh.
I got a hot.
You said a strength saving throw?
Yep.
Nice.
All right. DC was 19. If you failed it, you are thrown back 10 feet, stopping on any walls or any kind of bushes that you'd be hitting, and are knocked prone.
Would I hit a tree here, or would I go back farther?
Yeah.
The bushes and trees here.
You'd go back further. You said you were under the tree, so
Yeah, gotcha.
I'd be put right here. Is that
yeah, that's fine.
okay?
Kind of in the bushes, slamming
Yeah.
into the wall. All right. What the heck?
What in the heck?
Valera really is just tough as fuck.
For some reason, it's not letting me throw
Thank you.
in the open, which is what I've been doing for this game. Bear with me here. Why is this happening?
Is it not rolling? In public.
It's not rolling in public, so that's important.
Okay.
Um,
We trust you, John.
but even still, it's not about that. It's about the drama. So, anyways, 26 to hit on Zohar. And why is it still named Rock? Oh, in the character sheet.
I didn't fail.
26 misses.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. You're surprised. 37. He has advantage on the attack roll.
That'll hit.
Yep. 22 slashing damage, and you are grappled. To escape it as an action, you have to escape DC 19. It will immediately then, after hitting the ground, fly straight up in the air with one swift gust of its wings, up 30 feet in the air. You are in its talons, so you are 30 feet off the ground at that position. Okay, its turn is done. It goes to Zohar.
Okay. I will use.
Is it surprised over?
Sorry. Surprised is still. Thank you. So you are still surprised during this round of initiative.
So I can't act.
Correct. You are literally caught off guards and swept right off your feet. Zekis, you were not surprised, so you can act.
Yeah. Wait, I can't act?
Can. C-A-N.
Can. Oh, I was like, why can't I act?
Can.
Can.
Do the can.
No.
Don't do the can. You can.
I am a monk, not a bard.
Fair.
And it's up in the air now.
30 feet up.
30 feet
The
up.
trees that are kind of adjacent to it there are kind of close enough, height-wise, that you could probably climb them if you have a climb speed.
I do not. Which is
Can
weird.
I mean monks can move along vertical surfaces, can't they?
Yeah.
Oh. They can't.
But you don't have spider climbing, so at the end of your movement, you will fall if you're not on a horizontal plane.
Right. Okay.
By the
But what?
no,
But in theory, I could like run up the tree
yeah,
because I have 55 speed, and then God, there's so many things on my fucking
Yeah.
sheet.
yeah, you would be able to run up.
I could also just use Step of the Wind, right?
Well, to dash, yeah. So yeah, at 9th level, you gain the ability to move along vertical surfaces and across liquids on your turn without falling during the movement. So yeah, you can run straight up
Okay.
the tree. Your speed needs to be 30 to move all the way to the top. You have to have 30 feet of movement to move up the top of the tree.
Right.
And then you could try and jump and kick at it. But the
Is
tree branches are
This
not
the tree.
either one, any of the three that are kind of around it. The trees are not going to be substantial enough for you to stand in the branches. They kind of have those wispy, kind of twig-like branches. But the core of the tree is easy enough to run through.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll run up the tree because it's 25 and then 30 up.
55?
Yep.
Okay.
So,
How would you like to engage with it once you get up there?
once I get up there, I would like to oh yeah, I also have feline agility, so I have like 110 speed. But I am going to. Can I jump
Onto it?
onto it? Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and make an athletics or an acrobatics check, your choice.
Alright. Let's go with acrobatics.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to land onto the creature.
Alright. And then can I.
If you have an action.
I would like to do cat's claws.
That'll miss.
And I believe I can do an unarmed strike as a.
You can't because your bonus
No,
action was used to dash.
Yeah, that was.
Right? Did you say you dash? She
Hmm.
said she used Step of the Wind.
Well, I
What-
did.
what's
but
your
I'm
movement
confused.
speed?
I have so many things. I'm sorry. I have 55, and then I also have feline agility.
Okay.
I'll post it.
Sure.
Your reflexes and agility allow you to move with a burst of speed when you
Yeah.
move on your turn in combat.
Okay, so if you use feline agility, you still have your bonus action. But you have
Okay.
2 attacks for your primary attack.
Oh, I do?
Yeah.
Fuck. Oh, monks are confusing. Why did I do this?
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Miss
with
as well.
monks.
Yeah.
And then bonus
and
action,
then-
you can attack once. If you spend a key point, you can make 2 attacks.
Oh, I'll spend a key point.
Okay.
Punch it.
Is it the same, or does it have to be
Whatever your unarmed attack. Cat's claws are unarmed for Tabaxi.
Okay.
Miss.
Oh.
Hit.
Miss. Oh, hit? Okay. And I will. 4. All of that for 4.
All right. In between Zekis and Isaiah, it will use a legendary action, 2 points of it actually, to throw down its wings again. Everybody who is within 50 feet of the creature on ground level, strength saving throw.
There's nowhere left for me to go, John.
One more.
That include me since I'm like 20 feet out and it's 30 feet up. I don't.
So 50 feet out from the ground. Yeah, out from
Okay.
its
Okay.
shadow. Okay. You're pushed back 10 more feet, and you're knocked prone if you weren't already. If you're already prone, you're pushed 5 more feet.
What if we're on a wall?
Then you're just continually buffeted into the wall. You can't go further than that.
What was the DC?
19, and it ascends up into the air another 30 feet.
Shit.
God damn it. Never gonna catch it now. Fuck.
Alright. Isaiah, you're up.
I'm surprised, so I'm assuming I'm not
Right,
doing
correct.
anything.
Sorry,
this round.
we're still in the first round. Valera, you are also surprised, and Andres, you are also surprised. First round of the non-surprised turns. Rain, you're up.
So I'm sorry, if we failed that, you said we were knocked prone and pushed back 10 feet.
Yep.
Yes.
So that would, I guess, put Valera.
If there's somebody behind you, then no, it would be away from it, so diagonal. You'd be bumping into Valera or Isaiah.
Let's see here.
Yeah.
Let me look this up real fast.
Is it huge or smaller?
It is gargantuan.
Shit. Okay, never mind.
How far is the range on Dimension Door?
500 feet.
That solves all of my issues. Okay, I'm going to come out or stand up and move 5 feet so
Mhm.
that I can see the bird. And how high up did you say it was?
60.
60. Okay, perfect. I'm going to use my Cape of Mount Beck.
Come to the mountain back.
And Dimension Door myself to on top of it if I can.
Okay. Moving on to it means you have to make an athletics or acrobatics check, your choice, to be able to land on it.
Gotcha. 25.
Successful.
Okay, and then I'm going to. Let's see here. Is that an action? Where you can custom it? Yeah, it's an action. Okay. Okay. What do I have as bonus actions? I don't think really anything. Can I try to hide while I'm standing on it?
No.
No, I didn't think I could, but I figured I'd ask. Let's see. And then as my bonus action, I'm going to activate my Gauntlets of Flaming Fury. So my Dagger of Venom is also on fire.
Okay.
Nice.
Let's see. Is that all I can do? Yep. That's my turn.
That's your turn? Okay. It goes to it. It flies 100 feet straight up. I need everyone who is currently on or in the grasp of the creature to make a Constitution saving throw. Success.
18. Yes.
Failure.
So
Hold on.
hard.
I
you
got
might...
this thing.
Yeah. Okay. I was about to say.
Let me do one more.
Oh, wait, hold on. I have a feature. Because this is a save, right?
Yeah.
I
Mm.
can spend 1 key point and. Oh, where is it? Still is it mine? No.
It's for you.
Huh?
I believe that's for you. Hold
When
on.
you fail a save.
Oh, here it is. It's
Just click it.
Diamond Soul.
Such a
There
badass
we go.
name.
I can re-roll.
Yep. So spend a key point and roll it.
Nice.
24.
Okay. So those of you who pass the saving throw, you'll be taking 13 points of cold damage and 6 points of bludgeoning damage. Those of you that failed it, you'll be taking 26 points of cold damage and 12 points of bludgeoning damage as you fly into the icy heavens and are buffeted by the ice storm. It doesn't seem to affect the creature, but as it kind of rises up, it then drops straight down just a little bit, and it seems to kind of like throw its claws forward, relinquishing Zohar from its grasp. You fall. Do you have any reactions to the falling?
Screaming, "Oh fuck!"
Like feather fall?
No.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna hit the ground, right? Like right now.
It's throwing
my
you.
turn?
It's throwing you. It's only 100 foot drop, so yeah, you're hitting the ground.
Before my turn.
Right.
His turn is next, though.
You're basically being spitball, like thrown, like whoosh, straight into the ground.
It's fucked up.
Mm-hmm. Well, not ground, the water, actually.
Which I'm sure is cold.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Wait. I'm sorry. Let me get that damage down. So that was What was the damage?
So far, we've only taken damage for flying into the storm.
Okay.
So I'm asking you if you have any reactions to falling.
I don't,
not.
but I need
Okay.
to get the damage down.
Sure. So the damage that we're done with the damage from the ice storm. We're moving on to the damage from the hitting the water.
Nope, I need the damage from the ice storm still.
The ice storm damage, if you failed your saving throws, 26
Mhm.
cold and 12
Mhm.
bludgeoning.
Okay.
Okay. Then we're moving into the you being thrown into the water.
Okay.
Okay. So you fell 100 feet, which will be 10d6. So 31 points of damage, and then upon hitting the water, you'll be taking 2d6 cold damage, which I'm going to throw out in the open as well. And every turn that you start in the cold water, you'll be taking 2d6 cold damage. Every turn you are out of the cold water, you'll be taking 1d6 cold damage from here on until the battle is over.
You said it was 6 cold damage on the first for if we pass the save. Sorry, I just read something.
13 cold damage.
Okay, half that would
6
be
bludgeoning.
half of 13 would be 7 or 8.
Half of 13 would be 6.
6. My bad. My brain's done.
It's okay. Any other questions regarding the ice storm damage or the... Okay. So just so you're aware, Rain and Zekis are still on its back. You're still in the ice storm, but it is pointed down, so during its next movement, it'll probably be arcing away from its current position straight up. Does that make sense? The bird kind of went up into the storm and is getting ready to kind of fly downwards.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So it's done. It is now 110 feet up, and it goes to Zohar.
Okay. I'm going to use...
Start of your turn. You take 2d6 cold damage because you are in the water. So 5 more. And I'm going to put a symbol on you notating that you are wet.
And cold.
I don't like that. Okay, so I'm gonna take I'm gonna use my meta magic to take a bonus action to cast Fly.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
Quicken spell. Got it.
I'm going to move 60 feet directly up into the air. Wait,
Okay.
how far up is the storm?
100 feet.
Is it okay? So 60 feet directly up into the air.
Quick note. You hit the water. You were only in about 5 feet of water, but the move out of the water is going to cost you 2 squares of movement because you can't fly in water. You still have to swim. So you swim to the surface and then splash out. So it'll actually be 55 feet
50 feet
skyward
up.
from the surface. Yeah.
50 or 55?
55.
Okay. And then I will use an action. Is drinking a potion an action?
Yeah.
Okay, I will drink a potion of superior healing.
yes. It's an action unless you have the quick.
I don't.
repair. Okay.
So that'll be 8d4 plus 8. Okay,
Nice.
not great, but
Okay.
and that's my
Turn.
action.
Okay. In between you and Zekis, it will move.
Oh shit. That's fast.
And it's still in the cold, stormy storm. Okay. So it kind of dipped and then popped. I kind of did one of these deals. All right. It does seem to kind of be doing that weird kind of bird thing, like when it's checking over its shoulder. So it's very aware of the cat monk and the elf sword guy. So Zekis, you're up.
Okay.
Start of
Um,
start of your turn. You are in the
Start of my
storm,
turn.
so you'll be taking 13 cold damage and 7 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. And I'm taking all of that, right?
Only being forced into it allows for the initial resistance. Staying in it means you're kind of just suffering.
Yeah. Okay. So minus 13, minus 7. There we go. All right. 69. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. So we're going to smack it with our quarterstaff. Guessing that misses. And then we're gonna smack it again. 22.
22 hits.
8.
Okay.
And then I
Bonus action attack it with your hand.
yeah.
Or the butt of the staff. I think.
That's what let's see, the Polar Master.
Yeah.
That was
Polar Master lets you attack with the butt of the staff.
and that's as the bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Because Polar Master.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
Miss.
Eh.
All right.
Sorry. And that's
Zekis done. Okay, so it goes to Isaiah, but before your turn, it will use its last two remaining legendary actions to descend quickly. It will slam down on the ground at this point. Yeah, according to the wording, it doesn't just say things that are grounded. So those of you that are on top of it, I need a strength saving throw from you two. Fail.
What was the DC?
19.
19. Okay. I'm gonna spend another key point.
Okay, that's 3 you've spent so far, right?
Yep.
Failure.
18.
And then Rain,
What is it?
make a strength saving throw.
I did. I got a 2.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I got a 2. I was gonna lucky it, but it says I have to do it before I find out the roll, so or if it fails or not. So.
Yeah. You're both thrown back, slamming onto the ground, and you're off of its back.
Yeah.
Okay. Isaiah.
So
Did we
there.
take any damage from that or no?
No, the buffeting just throws people back. It doesn't knock or doesn't do damage.
Gotcha. Just wanted to make sure.
No worries. Sorry, you were saying, Tom.
I guess since everybody is like 8,000 yards away, I'm gonna use my action to dash and get to about here, and then I guess that's it.
Cool. Valera.
God damn it.
Having flashbacks yet, Brent?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think it was this rock here that Rookman died on.
Okay, so first things first, use half my movement to stand up. I'm going to spend a key point, use a bonus action for Step of the Wind. I'm going to move here, which is 40 feet of my movement. And then from here to here is about 30 feet of my movement, so that's 70. So I still have 25 feet of movement left, and my jump distance is doubled because of Step of the Wind.
Yeah, it still requires an athletics or an acrobatics check to mount it.
Okay, that's fine. As long as I can like get there and get on top of it. Once I'm on top of it, if I make an attack with my axe, can I like stab the axe into it and use it to sort of hang on?
We'll discuss that. Let's first get the athletics or acrobatics check to see if you even get onto it.
Okay. Let's use acrobatics. I got a 19.
Failure. So as you're kind of jumping up trying to do so, it kind of brings its wings in tight and kind of tucks around, hearing you moving across a step. And as it kind of sees you jumping up, it buffets its wings up like this and kind of catches you and knocks you back down. Your attempt to mount it has failed. DC 20, by the way, for those who are curious what it requires
Jesus Christ.
for mounting.
Damn.
Close.
It's an 11 on a roll for you. It's literally not that big a deal. It's like, oh my god,
Huge
that's
deal.
so 20 is so high. It's not even an 11.
I mean,
it's a
no,
10.
this is
It's-
the
I mean,
dude
I
that
don't know
rolled.
if you've been paying attention, but I've been rolling shit for the
Yeah,
past
this is the dude that rolled
2
12
days.
ones in a row. So I don't know that you want to.
Okay, so
I
you know.
literally can't fail that.
But
save.
the DC was
I
20.
can't fail
You
the
rolled
DC.
219.
Wait. Do you want to continue the conspiracy paranoia for Chad? You
Yeah,
failed
of
by 1.
Yeah.
1.
By all technical fault,
just
he
gonna be
chatted
drawing-
himself.
He's gonna be drawing 1s all over his house. Like,
Yeah, it's
holding
a
his-
fucking conspiracy. What?
That Jim Carrey
the
movie.
board comes out.
It's that Jim Carrey movie, but instead of 23, it's 1.
Oh no.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
That's just movement, but did you dash during that? You said you dashed, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You step of the wind. I'm trying to think if because I have movement left over.
Oh, no, you can't mount twice.
No. I'm not going to. Do I land prone or do I land
No,
standing
you
up?
just don't get up there.
Okay, so if I'm still standing and it's on the ground, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm going to make 2 attacks.
Okay.
So my first one's going to be with my... Let's see. My first one's going to be with my axe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to spend a key point to use Death Strike on that. So that is...
Hit?
It's going to be a 20.
Yeah, it hits.
And that's
21.
21 damage.
Okay.
And then the follow-up is going to be unarmed.
Okay.
That's going to be a 26 to hit.
That'll hit.
And that's going to be...
26 damage.
yeah.
Oh damn.
Okay. As it kind of like buffets you back and you kind of swing in towards it, it kind of hit it in the leg. It kind of and like turns towards you with like a nasty kind of raven's call, and kind of like positions itself so beak and talons are kind of like gesturing towards you.
I'm sorry, John. I didn't catch that noise. Could you hit
Yeah.
us again with it? That's all right. I gotta go downgrade. That was weak.
Zero.
Okay. Mobile
Well-
does not affect standing up from prone, correct?
No, yeah. The peak
Okay.
athlete is the only way to increase ability.
Gotcha.
No, sorry. Mobile. It's still half of your movement. It's still
Yeah,
a plus
yeah.
of half of your movement. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's all I was wondering. So half, and then I'm gonna move 20 feet, right there, and then I don't know if this is. Oh wait. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'm fucking try it anyway. I rolled a D4 earlier, and it rolled a 1 out of 4 for the devastation orb. So it's an air orb, and I'm going to toss it in the direction of the creature.
Okay. Can you click the
let me-
devastation orb for me?
Yes, I can. I'm gonna share it right now. No, that's shit. Hold on. I sent a link instead.
That's fine.
Hold on. I'm copy and pasting. Okay. Wall of text.
Wow.
Yeah. So specifically, it's a mile radius, and the air orb creates powerful windstorms that last an hour. So maybe it'll help us, but I'm throwing that at the bird with my action.
So it just continually does a D4 bludgeoning if it fails its con save?
Yes.
Okay, hold on.
Isn't this gonna affect all of us though?
Yes. But mostly the bird because it flies.
Hold on. No, it won't affect any. Oh, it will. So it just changes the nature of the wind in the area. It doesn't really have an area.
It's a mile.
Oh, I see now. Okay,
Yeah.
A mile?
cool.
It's a mile long or a mile big sphere. From where the orb originated, or the detonation of the orb originated.
Okay. Whenever a creature ends its turn exposed to it, so it won't do it on the initiation. Okay, so that's
Yeah.
just in effect. Cool.
Yeah, I'm just activating it to make it difficult for it to fly. That's it.
You did notice the wind and the storm, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's probably used to
And,
this
and
by
you do
now.
and you do see that there's no like mechanical rule that says it's going to inhibit the flight, right?
Well,
Okay, I just want to make sure you understand what's going to.
I thought
The
changing
ruling
it
on my
up-
side is not going to. You're not really. All you're
Well-
doing is possibly kind of buffeting it differently to damage it. I just want to make sure you understand. Okay, cool. So that's in effect. Everybody, at the end of your turn, you take a D4 damage if you fail a DC 18 con save.
Sorry, guys. Anyway, I'm gonna activate Far Step.
Sorry, even more. If it
Yes.
is removed from the container after the time when it was supposed to detonate, it explodes 1d6 rounds later. So it actually hasn't detonated. So roll a d6.
Shit.
Yes.
Fuck.
So keep track.
Why are you doing this to us, Jonah?
Keep track of that 6. It'll actually detonate
Jonah.
in a d6 rounds. It hasn't even.
Okay.
At this point, we're just gonna have to execute Andres later.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna use a bonus action to activate Far Step, and then I'm gonna teleport 60 feet.
Okay.
Fuck yeah! Right. Oh god, Jesus. Right there.
Okay.
Nope.
Rain, you're on its space. You can't be. Are you trying to jump on it? You said. Jonah,
What?
are
No,
you're not trying to jump on it?
I can't make it.
Why are you putting your token on top of my token then?
Cause Far Step.
Are you teleporting
Can I?
onto me?
Can I
You'll have to
teleport
be-
on
you'll have
there?
Yeah, you can, but you have to still make an athletics or acrobatics check if you're
Oh,
landing
okay.
on it.
No,
No, I think his token's on the higher layer. That's it.
No, I know,
Gotcha.
but you can't be in the same space as the creature.
I'm gonna make the check. I'm gonna try and make the check.
Go for it.
27.
Yeah, you're on the creature. Cool.
I'm on the creature. Pow.
All right.
Sorry.
Well, no. Unfortunately, you don't get to choose an edge. It's one of the spaces in the center.
Okay. I couldn't
Um,
make it that far.
Rain, you are up. No, it's fine. You appeared on the edge of it and then pulled yourself on with the athletics check. It's
Okay. Gotcha.
Fine.
Gotcha.
I'm
sorry.
going to stand up and try to mount it.
okay.
It's acrobatics.
Or athletics.
33.
Yep. You flip back onto it.
And then so with my buddy being on top of it too, would I get sneak attack?
I mean, it's adjacent to several creatures. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Good.
Sneak attack.
I don't hit though, sadly.
Okay.
Damn.
And that's it.
sucks. Let me see. Do I have a bonus action that could be helpful?
Do you have extra attack?
I think rogues only get one attack. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Their big thing is sneak attack. So if I did hit, it would have been great.
Hmm.
I gotta. Yeah. Okay.
They're
hold
more
on.
quality over quantity.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I'm trying to find the cunning action thing so I can see what my bonus actions are.
Hide,
Okay, it's nothing useful. Yeah.
dash,
Disengage. and
disengage.
yeah. So I'm good. I'll just sit on top of it then.
Okay, cool. I'm going to use my action to take the multi-attack action. I'm going to slam my beak twice into the only person who's really dealt damage to me. 30 and 28 to hit.
God damn.
Chad, those both hit.
A natural
Oh,
one is a 19.
Let me see. So AC is currently at 25. You have disadvantage, so the beak does.
The first beak does. The second beak doesn't. And then the talons, 26 to hit.
Yes, that will also hit.
Okay. So the beak will deal 41 points of damage,
Holy
and
fuck!
the talons will
Wow.
do 25 points of damage, and you're grappled.
So total is 66.
So it kind of steps forward, kind of pushing its wings up, and kind of slams its beak first, slamming into the stone of the bridge, kind of ripping a good chunk of it out. And then the second beak strike slams into you. As it kind of catches you off guard, it throws its lower body up. Its two talons flare forward and smash into you, grappling a hold of you. And then its wings push straight down, lifting it 30 feet into the air. No one is currently grounded near it, so it's just holding on to you as it lifts up.
It's about to lose a talon.
Zohar. Oh,
Okay.
you're restrained while you're grappled in this way.
Oh fuck. Well, How high above the ground is it?
30 feet now, yeah.
That's good to know.
Zohar flies like a missile towards it. Okay.
Yeah, we get into melee, and
Oh.
then.
Sorry, I have to take... Oh, no, that hasn't happened yet. Sorry.
Oh, wait, I have to take damage.
Yeah, you're still freezing cold. So it's a d6. 6 points of cold damage.
Okay, and then I'm just going to dig the fuck in.
That sounds great.
So I think I have an extra attack and a bonus. Can I use a bonus to attack? No, I can't. Okay. So I will use my action to swing
You're full fighter, right?
one-handed
You're full...
Eldritch Knight.
So, yeah, fighter all the way through, right?
Yeah.
You have 3 attacks.
Okay.
So, first one hits. Okay. Second one hits.
I think you can use a bonus action to cast a cantrip though.
No.
But
It's when you
no,
cantrip, you
not
can
if I'm
bonus
using
action
my-
attack.
Oh, okay. Other way
Right,
around.
right.
Sorry.
Okay.
18? Okay, cool. A lot of damage. You kind of fly in. It's kind of not looking at you. It's kind of lifting up. So you kind of come in at like the chest area, the kind of plumage and fluffiness of it, and slam into the black feathers with your hammer. You hear kind of like some sickening thuds that kind of hit inside of the bird's chest, and the last one kind of causes it to caw like angrily in your face. In between Zohar and Zek's turn, as a
oh no.
legendary action, I'm going to throw the thing that I'm holding in the talons. So I'm just tossing it straight back and into the water. We're
Is
30.
this falling damage?
We're 30 feet up. If you're immune to falling damage somehow,
I
But-
have a reaction I can use.
the reaction is Featherfall.
No, the reaction is.
Ooh, click the monk
Slow
ability.
fall.
We're gonna have fun. Click it. It's gonna be fun for us. Go ahead and click it. We can
Is
throw it
it-
together. Click it. Yeah. Okay, cool. Awesome.
Nice.
What is the 5 times your monk level?
75.
Cool. You're fine, but you're still hitting the water.
You skip like a stone.
So, upon hitting into
I
the
mean-
water, you'll take 2d6 points of cold damage. So 6. And you are wet. All right. The water's not terribly deep, maybe like 7 feet. So you kind of like hit the water. You don't take the falling damage, but you kind of do some cool monk flip inside of the water when you hit, so that just the icy coldness kind of is the shock, but like the cool monk flip kind of stops you from slamming into the bottom.
The Russian judge will even give you like an 8.7.
Which is high for the
That's
Russian
really
judge.
high.
That's
yeah.
impressive,
Yeah, that's like a 12 from anybody else.
Right.
Zekis.
All right. And just to be clear, I am not on the bird. I'm just under.
Oh, how is that even possible? Oh,
Because
I moved you onto the bird like a big
You
dumb
moved me onto the bird.
They
I
all-
was like,
They all look
here?
the same. Yeah, you're right there.
That's racist.
but like
Oh my
I'm on the ground, right?
I meant the tokens. Yeah, you are on the you are on the ground. You
Okay.
are prone. Correct.
Racist against
Wait,
tokens.
why am I? Oh yeah,
Because
because
I
I.
threw you off.
Bleh. Great.
See, I think
And
Tabaxi should have an
it's-
ability where if they fall, they never
should-
fall prone.
Yeah, they should
I'm writing
be
that down.
always on their little feet.
For my half Tabaxis.
Yeah.
Half
for
Tabaxi.
Not the
for,
full tabaxi.
Mecha girls.
Fall prone.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also have an idea to throw at you later.
We'll talk.
Anyway,
I'm 30 feet in the air.
bird 30 feet in the air. All right. You know what? I know that it's a long shot, and I believe I have disadvantage with everything with the wind.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna throw a dart at him.
Okay. Yeah, so 16 will miss.
And I can throw 2 darts, right?
Yep. 6 or 10 will miss.
Yep.
Okay. In between Zekis and Isaiah, it will
I'm gonna
use-
move
okay,
up onto the bridge though.
that makes sense.
Um,
It's going to
seems
use a
safer.
legendary action to move its speed, so it goes straight 60 feet in the air. It's 10 feet away from the storm.
Fuck.
Isaiah, you're up.
All right, maybe I can finally do something useful. Where is Chad's token?
I hate this fucking bird.
Yeah, okay. I
Shambles would get along.
Yeah, I'm gonna move 30 feet up to maybe there.
I genuinely want to make sure that Zach Wilbur watches this playback.
And then
I hate
Chad
this
is
bird.
actually within, I assume.
He played a
my-
scarecrow. Go ahead.
I'm gonna actually cast something effective and
Ooh.
use heal on Chad.
Thank you.
70 hit points back.
Wow.
Thank you. That puts me almost all the way to full. Thank you.
Okay.
Now
And
Valera
I'm going,
not only
and then I'm
feels
going back
great.
to sleep.
Yeah.
Carry on, guys, with whatever the fuck's happening up there and the 300 feet up and what the fuck.
Yeah.
Valera,
Valera hit the water and it was just like red, and you're like, that's not good.
Valera, you start your turn, so you'll take a d6 points of cold damage. Or sorry, 2d6. You're still in the water. And
How high up is this bird?
3 cold damage. It is 90 feet. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
In between Isaiah and Valera, it will move up and at a diagonal. It's actually going to move like this. And it'll be in the storm 10 feet.
Oh.
So it's now 110 feet up.
Nice.
We make con saves.
Yeah.
Why you gotta
Tim?
keep bringing that shit up, man? Oh, we're
Sorry.
still surprised. Oh, it's time for a con
I'm
save.
sorry.
Oh, you're actually dead.
10
18
cold.
points.
8
Is this a wall
bludgeoning.
here?
It's like a roof of a structure covered with snow.
I'm trying to find something I can like take cover behind.
Yeah.
It doesn't go through temp HP, right? Like it
Um,
doesn't bypass temp HP.
No, it doesn't bypass. It'll eat
Okay.
temp. I mean,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Is this a rock or is this like a snowbank?
It's like a little rock. Yeah, like a shrine type thing.
It's a snowman.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
see the
Valera's-
little face?
Do you have a
I'm-
swim speed?
Really sure it's a
Negative.
statue.
Okay. It'll take you 5, 10, 15, 20 feet of movement to swim to shore.
Okay. Still got 45
I know you're
left.
fast.
You're also behind a stone thing right there. I don't know if you
Fast.
Yeah,
can see
you're already near
Fast as-
something.
That's
Fast as
as
fuck,
fuck,
boy.
boy.
The stone thing the stone thing you're next to is already pretty suitable compared to the other one, by the way.
Yeah, I just don't want to be anywhere close to it when it comes back.
Okay.
So run over here, get behind this one. That ought to do.
Oh,
I can't. Ideally, I want to be like right. I want to be like right here, but it's snapping to the grid, so I'm right there, but I'm on land. I'm not in the water.
Oh, wait.
Um,
I have to roll a Constitution saving throw.
and then
We're good.
I can't see it, but I'm gonna take the opportunity to. Well, I think I'm gonna switch to my bow, but I'm trying to look at one of my features real quick, make sure that's the right move.
hydrate.
Do you have a sharpshooter?
Rehydrate.
Yeah, I got 2 big bottles of water because I thought I was going to drink a lot. I've just been talking too much.
I've been drinking
This is-
tea.
This has been a fun session, by the way. I've had a lot of fun so far.
Same.
I was kind
You're-
I was
You're
kind
like,
of
I
like,
almost got my players to fight each other.
yeah. It's been good. It's been good.
Why
It's
would
been
you
good.
make me the leader, guys? Why?
I didn't.
It was the
vote for
best
you.
decision we've ever made.
Best decision we've ever made?
Jonah, you've done a
entertaining.
great job.
High five,
My
Brett.
leader.
I agree.
I'd
Okay.
succeed.
I'd make it again
Cool,
over and over.
cool.
Best.
So, yeah, I guess as the action, the Lear's going to put away their axe and pull out their longbow.
That doesn't have to be an action. You have a longbow.
Oh, okay. So I guess I could still make attacks.
Yeah. So keep in mind, any range attacks made at it, unless you have like the sharpshooter feat, you'll be making them at disadvantage because of the wind obscuring.
Yeah, that's fine. That's gonna be. And then there's a. It's not agile parry.
You have steady aim.
Not. It's not death strike. It is. It's not Kai fueled attack.
Is it focused
It's
aim?
not patient defense.
You say key weird.
Ki Kai. It kind of changes.
Tenkai!
Well,
Kai.
Key?
So there's a feature where
a
I
key.
can spend key points to.
But can you spend Kai points?
I can spend whatever I want as long as I've got
well,
the resources.
an interesting note.
What are-
Ki is actually the same kind of theoretical kind of spiritual energy, but in Japan. So
Yeah.
That's neat.
Fucking
So-
nerd.
Focused aim. That's what it is.
Key.
Kai is
Cool.
something
Yeah.
else
So
altogether.
I'm gonna make
Kai
two
is
attacks.
Japanese cat.
I'm gonna make two longbow attacks.
and what'd you
Let's
say
see,
the ability
the-
does?
Focused aim.
When
Which
you
side?
miss with an attack roll, you can spend 1, 2, 3 key points to increase your attack roll by 2 for each of these key points.
I
Oh.
figured out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that was
That's
the one I
cool.
was looking for. Sorry it took so long.
No, no problem.
So first attack, that's going to be 19.
That'll
There's a night.
hit.
Okay, cool. Does Death Strike apply to ranged attacks?
I don't know. Click Death Strike so we can read it.
It's on my list somewhere. There's so many.
There's so many for monk.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
lot.
Okay.
For everyone
Cool.
else.
Yeah. It is with a Kensei weapon. Cool. So I will spend a key point there. So that's going to do an extra D8 damage. So damage here on that. That is
20.
20 damage. Second attack. That's a 21. That
Hit.
hits. I believe I can only
Nice.
use. Yeah, I can only use
Death
that
strike once
feature
per turn.
once. Right. So
Why does
why
it?
did?
Oh, I see. You clicked it twice.
it didn't-
Yeah, it's
didn't
just gonna be
need
the
to.
14.
Okay. And then there's a feature when I spend. Sorry, there's so many.
Yeah, no
It's
problem.
Okay.
If you know the name of the feature and kind of what it does, all you have to do is click the name of the ability, and then we can see it all together, and then we can go
Yeah,
through it. If there's
I don't
any
know
need.
the name of the ability off the top of my head, but I know if I spend a key point as part of my action, I can make a single attack with a monk weapon, which would be my Kensei weapon, as a bonus action. So that's going to be a 22, which also hits. So
Okay, it's a
gonna be an
Kensei
extra
ability?
11. Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to find it.
It's
Once I find it, I'll throw it up there.
Flurry
It's not
of
flurry
blows.
of blows.
Because that's too.
It's not key fuel
unarmed.
attack.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Oh
Sorry,
wait,
my
no, it
bad.
is key fuel attack. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was dope.
So,
So,
as
yeah.
a legendary action, the last of its turn, it's going to go ahead and move its speed. It does so in a very harsh arc.
Oh.
I am going to DM rule it because of its harsh turn. The two of you need to reapply your attempts to stay on him. So either athletics or acrobatics.
25.
God damn it.
Anybody doing anything in response? Nothing? Okay, great.
I have a feather fall token, but that's it.
You want to use it?
Yeah, I'll use it if we're especially if we're fucking dipping.
Okay, so then you'll fall 60 feet this round, and you'll continue
Yep.
to fall 60 feet. You're not really really able to re-aim it. You would have fallen during the bank, which would have been kind of like here-ish. So I'll say
Okay.
that if you make a dexterity acrobatics check as you plummet, you can land on this kind of branch situation here, but otherwise you're going to hit it and kind of splash into the water.
Okay. Acrobatics, you said?
Yeah, it'll be at the start of your next turn though, because you'll fall at the
Oh.
start.
Okay.
14 will be sufficient though. We'll save that roll. Valera done. It goes to your because it's your turn now.
Yeah.
It's like you kind of go oh as the token takes hold, and you're kind of like your feet are kind of like oh, and then you land on the branch and kind of like oh, and kind of do like a balancing act.
Okay. It's still like 100 something feet up in the
It's
air,
still
right?
in the storm, yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to use a bonus action to teleport over here with far step.
Okay.
Skadoosh. It's still 100 and some odd feet in the air. I don't think I could do anything to reach it. Yeah, no. Okay.
Dodge.
I'm just, huh?
Dodge.
That is true. I could dodge, but no, fuck that. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna activate our Dust Crusher,
Mama
and
ain't
then
raised no baby.
and then I'm gonna hold my action to use the Dust Crusher Sunbeam for when it comes in range.
Okay. Cool.
You're gonna melt it.
I'm going to attempt to melt it.
Rain, you are up and on it. You start your turn in the storm, so that means you're going to be taking...
That's 5 more turns till the Devastation Orb activates, everyone.
Oh, you right.
7 cold, 10 bludgeoning.
Half of 7 to be 3.
Yes. Always round down for damage in my games. Yep.
Gotcha. All right. Let's see. And I don't get sneak attack because I'm the only one up here.
Correct.
All right. I'm going to hit it with my dagger first.
Well, you're a
Never
rogue. You
mind.
could use your bonus action to steady aim.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Can I do that?
I'll be nice. That'll hit. Go ahead and throw a sneak attack on it.
I just click it.
Yeah. Should be able to.
There we go.
Okay, so
pretty bad.
28, 33, 43 damage. Okay.
Jesus.
It lets out a kind of like vicious caw as it's kind of like doing that. It seems kind of intently focused as it kind of banked in that turn, like it's kind of coming to a point where it's about to drop. But you notice that stab kind of causes its neck to kind of turn slightly. Your turn is over, right?
Yep. That's all I can do.
It's gonna snap. Its head turns serpentine, and its beak comes flaring back over the top of it towards you.
Jesus.
20 hit.
Yes.
Take 34 piercing damage.
Did you say that it turns serpentine?
Like its neck is long enough that it kind of can like
That's badass. Not gonna lie.
snap behind it. Like you've seen ravens. They kind of do like this weird kind of like head twisty bobbiness. It kind of has like a little bit longer neck due to its mass, and it's kind of like.
Gotcha.
After it kind of bites at you, it kind of pulls astride a bit of your clothing and kind of like tears away from you, and its head kind of snaps back, and you can actually hear like the bones in its neck kind of lock into place as it kind of gets into that falcon position and drops whoosh straight towards this asshole. Again, due to velocity, it's hitting the ground. Hold on a second.
Sunbeam?
That's accurate. What's that?
Sunbeam?
Sunbeam.
It got him within range, right?
Yeah, it's within range of you.
Yeah, Sunbeam, baby.
Oh, okay. Throw it.
Pew, pew, pew.
It would probably happen before it lands because you were.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking destroy its eyes with sunlight. Shit,
Feel
what
that all
is
the
it?
time, man.
Hold on, looking for it. Okay.
When I walk outside.
Con saving throw DC.
Not the 3 life drinker, but
Just
it's
that.
actually DC 15.
Okay, that's
Doesn't
fine.
matter. Half damage. Pew pew.
So 13.
Yeah.
Okay. The sunbeam splashes into its face, and as it kind of dissipates away, you're kind of hoping, yeah, and then you just see it still mad as fuck raven face going straight towards Valera, and you're like, oh, dang it. It slams into Valera with the talons and the beak.
That's a 25 at disadvantage.
But before, it happens after it hits. So yeah, that's right. So beak attack, 23 misses, and then the
Jesus.
talons, 27 will hit. So back into my hands you go.
Ah!
27 slashing damage.
That's Rod!
Everyone that is not, yeah, absolutely that. As it kind of takes a hold of Valera, I need Andres and Rain to both make strength saving throws as the whoosh.
God,
Sorry, hold on.
Oh.
Also, you two.
No.
Wait, I'm
No,
in
no,
the air
no.
though.
Yeah, he's in the air. He's in the
Oh,
air.
how far up are you?
55 feet.
I'm like 20 or 30 feet up.
Yeah, that's gonna get you. It's gonna be enough.
Oh.
Yeah,
You
it's
said
not.
strength.
It's not gonna make you fall from the air though. It's just gonna push you away from it. Strength saving throw. Yep.
Can I be
24.
prone in the air?
Success. Again, that's what I mean. Like, it's not going to knock you prone. It's just going to knock you away. But
20?
it doesn't, so it's fine.
And I lucky mine.
I kind of like the
Yeah,
idea,
but
though,
I
of
don't know if
Zohar
it's-
being like on all fours in the air, like, ooh.
Go ahead, Brent.
Oh, I got a worse roll.
Not very lucky. Okay,
It's
so
so bad.
you'll go that way, 10 feet, and Blanc, you're prone again.
I moved already from 10 feet away. Unless you want me to be here?
No, it's straight back, so that works. That's its turn. Zohar, you're up. And you succeeded on your save, so you didn't get thrown back at all. Cool. What are we doing, Zohar?
Okay, so we are going to.
I'm
Oh, I
gonna
see.
delete the Featherfell
I gotta
token.
put all these things down because I'm not used to it. But okay, so we're gonna action surge.
You don't have to declare that until you actually get into it. That's fine. No worries.
I have to.
Okay, because you need to read them. You have the
So-
ability to teleport 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see when you use your action surge. So poop.
Wachoo!
No movement has been indentured here. Okay.
And then we are going to
You're going to attack twice, so that'd be 6
Attack.
attacks.
6 attacks.
Go for it.
Oh, yeah. Beat it.
Miss. Hit. Miss. Hit. 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 1, 2, 3, 4 damage rolls, please. Okay.
God damn.
Okay, I still have a bonus. Wait, can I use a bonus to hit? No, I can't do that. Okay,
Only
so
when
I'm
you
gonna,
use a cantrip.
I'm gonna use a bonus to do nothing. I'm not gonna use a bonus. Okay, that's
You
my
could,
turn.
You could
Story
second
of my
wind
life.
if you wanted to throw some hit points on it.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
That's what I needed to do. Thank
Well,
you for reminding
No
me.
worries. Again, new fighter, but you would have taken 3 damage at the start of your turn because you're still wet. So yeah. And did you? Okay, no, you haven't taken a turn since. Yeah, you did take damage on the start of your turn, Valera.
I did.
I meant Valera. Sorry. I was just making
Oh.
sure everybody who is damp is taking damage. All right. So before Zekis' turn, it is going to throw its wings down. So before the movement, I
So-
need. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Valyria takes 3.
No, you take none. You already took it at the start of your turn. At the start of each of your turns, if you're damp and if you become damp in the fight, you are damp for the whole fight. You take cold damage because yeah.
Right.
So Zekis, before Zekis' turn, it is using 2 legendary actions to throw its wings down. It's using its wing buffet ability. So Zohar, Rain, and not Valera, and Andres. So it's just the 3 that are kind of in ground within 30 feet of it. 50 feet. So yeah, it'd also be Zekis. Sorry, that's my brain's right. Everyone but Isaiah and Valera need to make a strength saving throw. It's the same thing as when it lands,
fucking
just in
damn.
reverse.
I'm in the water.
Okay, Shijo, you're fine. Okay, so Zekis, you're pushed back 10 feet. It doesn't knock you over the railing. So
I'm spending a key point.
well, I was just going to say, it'll knock you into the railing and you'll just fall prone. That's all that
Oh.
happens. If you want to spend a key point for that, you can.
Oh, then if
That's
I'm not falling into the water, then I'm not.
You're not. So yeah, you are
So
going...
ignore
Matt
that
doesn't want to be in the
second one.
water.
No.
Andres, you are going into the water.
You'd be like clinging to the bridge.
10 points of cold damage from hitting the water.
Okay.
It is the shock of the chill. Bam, right on you. And then it flies straight up 30 feet into the air. That does provoke an opportunity attack from Zohar.
We attack.
Absolutely. That'll hit. Alright.
Or doesn't have to have Sentinel, does they?
Have what?
Sentinel.
Sentinel.
No.
Wow.
Alright.
Poopy.
So, just so we have an understanding, you flew in on it and kind of hit it from the top, which would have been about a 20-foot height. It just flew 30 feet in the air, so it's 5 feet away from you in the verticality. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Zekis, you're up. Well, no, you're not. You're prone, but it's your turn.
Yeah. So we're going.
I was just looking at the time. I noticed something. We'll keep going. We're gonna finish out this round.
Okay. We're gonna get up, and then and it's up in the air, 30 feet, right? Or 60.
It's 30 feet.
Okay, I thought it was 30 feet. So we're going to. I think we're going to move here, and then we're going to ready our quarterstaff in case it makes land again.
Okay. Zekis done. In between your turn and Isaiah's, it'll use the last remaining legendary action to fly straight up into the air, 60 feet. So it is not into the storm yet with Valera, but it is 10 feet away from it.
It's 90 feet up.
90 feet off the ground, yep.
Okay.
All right, so Isaiah, you're up.
Because it's pretty far up there, so I'm not going to be able to hit it with much in the way of spells, and people are kind of all over the place. I'm going to use Aura of Vitality again, if you want to give me a nice little 30-foot radius, and then I'll use my bonus action to heal Zekis, because that's the only person in range. I don't know if you've actually taken damage, but
I have.
yeah, good, great.
So I would say Zohar, because of their altitude being 20 feet, they are also within range as well.
Which one of you looks?
Zohar is freezing cold looking and slightly damaged. The cat is also slightly damaged.
I'm like a third down, I think.
Yeah, they're not. Neither of them are bloodied.
I'll just get to Zekis for now because they're closest.
Okay.
It's 12 points.
Thank.
Valir, you are restrained.
Bonus action, Misty Step, 30 feet down.
Okay.
Immediately after exiting the Misty Step, I'm going to use my action to make 2 bow attacks straight up at it.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my reaction to slow fall.
Okay. Go ahead and give me those 2 range attacks.
So I'm going to, yeah, okay. So that's the first longbow. That's a 21.
Hit.
Spend a key point. I'm going to Death Strike. So that's 16 damage. Second longbow, that's a 21.
Hit.
Or I'm sorry,
13.
Is it with disadvantage?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's a 13. I'm going to spend 3 key points for the that
Plus
one
6.
ability. Yeah, so that makes it a 19. Does a 19 hit?
Yep. How many key points do you have remaining?
Let's see here.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You
I've
spent.
I've got minus. Let me see. Minus
You're
8,
down
that'd
8.
Probably, okay, yeah, that put me at 7.
Okay. Cool. And I think Elizabeth is down 5.
So and that's 13.
4.
4. Sorry, I was off by 1.
Because I retracted 1.
That's right. Okay.
So that's
Yep.
13 damage on the second attack.
Cool.
And then I reduce my falling damage by 75.
Yeah, so basically appears in like just a manifestation of like the summer elements, kind of just a kind of crisp kind of like heat appears, and then you are falling backwards, firing the arrows up. After firing the arrows, you spin around and kind of like catch the air like a flying squirrel and kind of descend slowly and kind of land in the snow with a...
Do I land prone or do I land standing?
So if you don't take damage from a fall, you don't fall prone. So
Okay. So I still have movement.
yeah.
Okay. So 65 feet of movement. I'm going to move over here.
Okay. Stop your crane. Why you gotta do it, huh? I know D&D is usually over by now. We get to play, but it's just going a little long today. Okay. All right. Done.
Yes.
Andres.
Give them extra Tritos
Alright.
later.
I gotta take damage, and then
2d6. Yep.
Okay.
Eight cold. Or now to shut them up.
Oh, I guess
Yeah.
I guess Valera also had to take cold damage.
it's 5 feet.
Oh
of
right, sorry.
movement.
1d6.
It's 5 feet of movement to get out of the water, or is it 10?
Oh, you just took damage. Can you make a con saving throw for me, please? It'd be 10 feet to swim out.
All right, so 10. 5.
Oh, and your ice.
Yeah. So 20, 25, 30, 35. And then I'll be right under him. And then I have to make another con save because more damage. We're Gucci. How much damage too? Okay.
Oh, it's 90 feet up, so you're just standing underneath it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and then we're gonna cast Bane Fire on it. 120 feet. 5th level. Nope, that misses. That's my turn.
All right. And that will end the initiative. At the very end of the initiative, let us do a quick on-screen chat regarding where we're at. Concentration effects, far step, and it has lasted a total of 3 turns right now. Is that right?
I think it got overwritten by Sunbeam
Oh, okay. So
because
then,
it's on the weapon. I don't know if it makes a difference, but
okay, yeah. If it has a concentration, even if you're casting from an item, it still would override. So okay.
okay.
So then that would have taken precedent. It didn't. Yeah, it didn't hit. So that will burn out the far step. Any other concentration effects or any other like status effects that are durational that are currently in effect? I have 3 people who you'd best be frozen. They are currently suffering the chill effects therein. Um, anything else? Nothing?
Just the devastation orb and 3 more rounds.
3 more rounds. Okay. So then I will notate that in.
You got my aura with the 9 rounds left.
Oh, gotcha.
Concentra-
Or
concentration effect.
Oh
vitality.
shit! I
9
have
rounds.
fly.
Fly. So long left. It's an hour long duration. And then that's denoted by those, so I don't need to
10
notate
minutes.
that in the chat. Yeah, it's so long. I don't care.
Okay.
Literally forever.
It's so long. Like,
I'll die before then.
and then Sunbeam wouldn't have actually. It's still a concentration use, but it's not. There's nothing being concentrated on. Yeah. That's it. Aura, vitality, and fly. Right?
And Sunbeam.
Oh, Sunbeam. Sure. How long is left on that?
Just used it like 1 round ago. 2 rounds. I used 2. It's technically 2 rounds in because
What's its duration? What's its length?
I think it's a minute.
Okay, so 8 rounds left.
And did we say that? Sorry if I missed
it's
it.
me.
The orb, is it 4 or 5 rounds left?
right.
3
before it
more
detonates?
rounds.
Devastation orb in 3 rounds. End of Jonah's turn. Cool. All right. Thanks for watching those that did. And I also have this as a note for me to remember. Yeah, thanks for watching. 2 weeks from now, we'll be picking up where we left off and then moving into the next cycle of it too. Thanks for watching. See you then.
Bye.